Welcome back to Substance Nodes Explained. Today we're covering Transformation 2D, the node that positions, scales, rotates, and tiles your textures. This is essential for almost every substance graph. Transformation 2D manipulates the UV coordinates of any input. Think of it as your texture's positioning system. You can move, resize, rotate, and repeat patterns. Now let's take a look at the node properties. First, we have the rotation. Here, you can input the rotation angle you want to add. Note that every time you press Apply Angle, the angle you set will be the new default rotation. So if you want to go back to the previous default rotation, you need to subtract the angle. For example, if you apply 10 degrees and want to go back to the old default, you will need to apply -10 degrees. Then we have the stretch, which resizes your input texture. Same note as the rotation. Once you press Apply, it becomes the new default size. In this case, we use percentages, so if you apply 100%, nothing happens because 100% is the actual size, but if you apply 200%, the input texture will have twice the size. To go back to the previous size, we can't apply 100% since 100% is the actual size, so we need to apply 50% to divide the size by 2. Then we have the offset, which moves your input texture vertically with the x-axis and horizontally with the y-axis. Then we have the MipMap mode. MipMaps allow you to reduce the resolution without changing the texture size. With this property, you can switch between automatic and manual modes. Then we have the MipMap level, which is where you can choose the resolution level. Then we have the filtering. The filtering is how the pixels are displayed. We can choose between bilinear, which smooths the pixels, and nearest, which doesn't smooth the pixels and makes it look pixelated. Before I forget, I will explain the properties above the ones that I explained. Those are the basic parameters. Those parameters are available in every node. The most useful ones are the output size, which is used to reduce or increase the texture resolution, and the tiling mode, which if you press this little icon with a blue circle, you have 3 options. Relative to input, which will inherit the tiling mode from its input, relative to parent, which will inherit from the parent node, and absolute, which will let you choose the tiling mode for this specific node. So for example, if you want to make the mask smaller instead of using H and T tiling, you can choose no tiling. Another tip is that you can use the transform handles in the texture viewport to move, rotate, and scale your input texture freely. To recap, the Transformation 2D node is used when you want to make quick changes to the scale, rotation, and tiling of the texture input. That's Transformation 2D, your positioning powerhouse. Next up, we'll explore noise generators to create organic texture foundations. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more substance tutorials, and see you in the next video.